So I saw this post on the Pokemon TCG subreddit that I wanted to talk about because apparently Prismatic Evolution's Pokemon Center ETBs got restocked. I didn't know this happened, but apparently they did based on this post. So I'm going to take their word for it. I don't think this is made up based on the comments. I think it did happen. Obviously, I didn't get any of it because I'm not in any of those, paid Discord groups or anything like that. Apparently, they sold out pretty much instantaneously. There was a lot of people in line in that virtual queue that couldn't get anything, and this person is one of the people that seemingly didn't get anything, and they're upset. So just wanted to talk about this post, give my thoughts about it, and read some of the comments. So the title of this post is Unpopular Opinion. Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs should not exist if they can't keep up with demand. Now, I think this title is kind of misleading because based on the actual discussion they have under the post, this doesn't really make much sense because them just saying, just outright just they shouldn't exist because there's too much demand and they can't keep up with it, I think doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs, even before this whole craziness of the market, I mean, some did sell out, like 151 sold out before even being released. Some other ETBs I'm pretty sure sold out relatively quickly. I think Obsidian Flames might have sold out decently quickly. There was other examples before this whole crazy market where Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs did sell out. So I think this whole thing where they shouldn't have them if they can't keep them in stock or something like, or keep them in stock for demand, I think is kind of a weird argument to make. But I think it is misleading because they don't really seem to say that. So but the title's a little bit weird. So here we go. I'm moving on to the post. Prismatic ETBs sold out today with over 700,000 still in queue and a huge portion of people that probably never even knew about their restock to begin with. So yeah, I did not know about the restock. You guys can comment down below if you knew about this Prismatic restock for the PC ETBs. I'm very surprised they restocked them because they haven't restocked like really any recent PC ETBs, so I guess they randomly did it now. Prismatic Evolutions is what, like 3 months old now. It's kind of random they did it right now, but maybe they thought that they could just drop it randomly. People wouldn't, notice, and maybe it wouldn't be crazy. But everybody now has paid Discord groups and all these sorts of things. Everybody's all in all these different sorts of social medias, and apparently a lot of people found out about it because apparently, according to this person, 700 plus thousand were still in the queue for the drop. So moving on. Of course, these exclusive will be scalped and resold at astronomical prices rather than opened and enjoyed when so many people are unable to get even one despite getting in line within 30 minutes. So I want to comment on this. So it seems like, in the space, people, especially collectors, that whenever they can't get their hands on something and they see someone else buying the product they want, they automatically say it's scalpers. Now, there's definitely scalpers. I'm not saying there's not. There's definitely bots out there. There's also a good amount of people just like you that are wanting it for whatever reasoning. To open, to keep on their shelf, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. I feel like people have this whole, I'm a good guy sort of thing where they're like, okay, like if you have to open the sealed product, it's meant for that. Like, does it really matter? Like, let's say I was one of the people, which I wasn't, that got the Prismatic PC ETB, right? I was able to catch the restock and it comes to my house and it's in my possession. Does it really matter to you that I open it or put it on my shelf or whatever I do with it? It doesn't matter, right? Are you an adult? Like, it shouldn't matter, right? I'm spending my money. If I want to keep it, like on my shelf, if I want to sell it, if I want to open it, who cares, right? But this person, obviously, they're a collector and they want everyone to, I guess, do what you're supposed to do with sealed product and open it, which, I even think there are collectors out there that keep stuff sealed. So I don't understand why people have this sort of mindset that you have to open every single sealed product. But according to them, that's what I guess they would have done because everyone else is just an evil scalper and they're just going to sell everything and keep it sealed. But yeah, that's just my take on that. I think people saying that you have to do this with your sealed product if you buy it, I think is ridiculous. But hey, that's their opinion. If PC can't keep up with the demand for these, then why not keep it to regular ETBs only and let other vendors share the load? why is there a limit of 2 when so many can't even get one? So I want to comment a few things on this. So first of all, I want to comment on the limit. So apparently there was a limit of 2 and not 1. I don't know why they didn't make it a limit of 1, because they did that with Destin Rivals. So I don't know why when they restocked the PC ETBs of Prismatic, they didn't change it to 1, because back then, even before the craziness, there was a limit of 2 of the Prismatic PC ETBs, which I only got 2. I guess they never changed it, so you could have bought 2, I guess. So I don't know why they didn't do that. They should have put it to 1. But here I want to comment on this. So them saying if PC can't keep up with the demand for these, then why not keep it to the regular ETBs only and let other vendors share the load? So they're talking about basically, I guess, instead of printing the PC ETBs, they should just focus on the normal ones to get more product out there for, I guess, vendors to sell. So there recently has been a reprint of the normal ETBs. So it's not like they're not, printing those. However, I can sort of understand their argument where it's like, okay, you have this one product that obviously not a lot of these people can get. A lot of people are going to be angry. And, a lot of these people that are buying it maybe are scalping. That could be, a good argument now because we see all these bots and everything. So why not just, not print these at all and reprint them or whatever and just print the normal ones? That could be a valid argument. I see where they're going with this. But then again, you have to understand that, people still want the Pokemon Center exclusive ETB. And yes, there are bots out there, but there's also real people buying them. So I think Pokemon still wants to give some people, yes, there are bots out there, but some real people a chance to get the product. And if they were to have just not reprinted it at all, some people might be more angry if they didn't versus if they actually did, because it shows that Pokemon actually is trying to get product out there. But it could also be argued the other way, where most people won't get it. So maybe people would be happier if they never restocked it so nobody could get them and they couldn't get mad, I guess, at all the bots and scalpers buying it. So could go both ways, but I understand their perspective of just putting all their printing power into normal ETBs to get more product out there. Sort of makes sense, but like I said, I do understand also the other way, where Pokemon Center, they probably still want to show that they're trying to do something and restock the PC ETB. But they have also reprinted Prismatic regular ETBs as well. So overall with this post, I understand the frustration, obviously. I mean, for Destin Rivals, there's literally millions of people on the website on that drop. Maybe a million bots. But yeah, just any sort of drop now with anything. It doesn't matter what it is. There's so many people now that pay for these Discords. There's so many people that, have all these different social media platforms they follow people on to get these notifications. It's basically impossible to get anything. So I didn't know about this drop. You guys can let me know down in the comments below if you knew about it. I had no clue that it was even a thing, and I even searched up to see if anyone made videos about it. It doesn't seem like it was a very known thing, so let me know if you guys even knew about this drop, because I really didn't. But yeah, surprised they actually even, I guess restocked it. So after, reading the post, let's just read some of the comments and we'll be done with the video. It's gotten to the point where I don't even care about drop notifications anymore. I refuse to spend hours of my day waiting for a product to drop, spend hours in a queue, then have nothing to show for it. I'm satisfied with what I have, and there's zero reason to waste my time trying to get something. The hobby will return to normal soon enough, and product will be more readily available. Just going to wait for that day to happen. So pretty much on the same boat with this person. I mean, I don't really care about all these drops because I'm never going to get anything, especially from the Pokemon Center website with the virtual queue thing. So yeah, I don't even waste my time. What do you mean? I signed up for the notifications specifically so I can go bleep myself when everything sells out in 12 seconds. It's great. Been a real slice. Yeah, I mean, the notification groups, I mean, you really got to have bots. I feel like that's probably your best bet. Some people get lucky, but bots is basically your best chance if you're going to try to get anything. Yeah, it's pretty hard to try to get, just being a human. I hate their releases. They tell no one, bots pick it up right away, traffic increases, and then it's gone after waiting for an hour. A worst queue system ever. So, yeah, I guess the whole thing with that, if you're trying to schedule and tell everyone about the drop, it could make it infinitely worse because, okay, I understand the bots can pick it up and, if no one knows about it, they can get it first. That's a valid argument. But you could also say the same thing. If you tell everybody, hey, this drop is coming on this time, this exact date, there's going to be like 10 times more people if everybody knows about it. But you could also say that then normal people could have a better chance, which could be an argument to be made. And yeah, I honestly, I think the virtual queue system is the worst thing ever. I don't know about you guys. I've talked about it before. I honestly wish they would have just brought back the normal system where there is no queue. You just have to, it's like I don't know, a LUT game where you go to the checkout and click on it and hopefully it goes through. I honestly feel like the queue system is way worse. Yes, it's more, I guess, streamlined because the website doesn't crash, but I feel like a lot more regular people had chances of buying it in that way versus the queue system where there's a bunch of bots and you don't even have that chance to get on the website. Let me know if you guys agree with me on that. I really wish they would just get rid of the queue thing, let the website crash, and I think normal humans would probably have a better chance that way. Just my opinion. I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but that's what I think. They used to sit on the website for a very long time. Hype will die down eventually. Most of these people are not real Pokemon fans. Unless scalpers are buying the product from other scalpers at peak prices, it's fans fueling this. See, here's the thing. Like, it's every single time you talk about any sort of drop or anything, people automatically say that, most of these people are not real fans. Well, how do you know, right? This is where you don't go out and just point fingers like, oh, this person's buying this, they must be a scalper. It's like, okay, well, you want to buy it too. So I just don't understand people just pointing fingers, and it makes them feel better saying, yeah, these people buying are scalpers. I'm the only real collector. I deserve it. It's like, in my opinion, it's really childish. Like, it's dumb. Utter bleep. I got in, put in the basket, went to pay, and then got blocked when I went to confirm payment. The systems they use are laughably bad. Pokemon could crash their own second market for the set if they did print to order, and I'd love to see that, honestly. Not going to happen, let's be honest here. Pokemon sucks, major bleep now. Online drops are impossible to hit, and in-store is scalped. Also, I work 8 to 5, so I can't camp out at GameStop, Target, Walmart. So, I mean, it's been like this since Prismatic. So, I mean, it's been like this. It's not just now. It's been like that for like the past few months. It should just be print to order. I don't care if I have to wait 6 months to get my order. I'll eventually get something. It's absolutely ridiculous that you need basically a second job to sit around and wait for these drops. So I'm going to say this. I don't know if it's harsh or not, but people act like, the only way to get product is through the Pokemon Center website. Now, I understand people want to buy at MSRP. They don't want to pay secondary prices, sure. But it's like, okay, it's not like this stuff is non-existent. You'll just have to pay more for it. And for you, if it's not worth it, then there's really nothing to do, right? You can get mad all you want. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I mean, I feel like the whole argument and people saying that you basically have to, be a unemployed person to go to the Walmarts, camp out to get product and go on these websites and all these sorts of things. Like, you can buy all this stuff, but it's whether you want to pay for it or not. And I guess that's their argument, is that they don't want to pay for it. But people act like you have to go to all these lengths to buy product. You don't. You can buy on the secondary market, but these people obviously boycott that sort of thing because they're upset that everything's expensive now, which I guess if that's your sort of opinion and you want to do that, go ahead. But there is product out there. You just have to pay more for it. Now, the thing with print to order, the problem is that, okay, the whole print to order thing, if everybody, let's say, bought because you were able to print to order, you know how much they would have to print? Like, I don't think people, like, think before they say these things about print to order. Okay, remember Destined Rivals when there was millions of people on the website or bots? And even still, like, lots of people, probably hundreds of thousands of people were able to pre-order those PC ETBs. Let's say they never went out of stock. And let's say they had a 24-hour window where you could buy as much as you want, or print to order, like every single person get one. You know how many boxes would be out there? You know how long it would take to print all that stuff? Like, people don't get those sort of things before they talk. Like, it's not that simple. So the whole print to order thing that some people have mentioned here, don't really agree with it at all. Nintendo Online is selling the Switch 2 to people with 12-month-old Nintendo accounts, one per household too. Why can't Pokemon at least do this? So I guess they want to have some more barriers for people to order stuff. I think that's ridiculous to order for like Pokemon cards. Like, come on. And also, the thing with Nintendo and the Switch, I know this is totally off topic, but I heard they're selling games for like $80 or something crazy, which I think is ridiculous. But yeah. I see it differently. Exclusive or limited products aren't designed to satisfy demand. That's the role of regular ETBs. So that's basically what I said about the title. Like, it doesn't really make much sense what they're trying to say, but I don't know. I was in the queue at 68K and something bleeped up. So when I got in, I clicked on the TCG product category. It kicked me back out, and I was 800,000th. If they can't even make the line work right, it's even more frustrating. Hot take: people that say join the Discord to know when blank drops are just as bad at scalpers. I mean, let's be honest here. The people that made all those discords and you have to pay for a discord. I mean, they're making so much money. They're smart. They knew to take advantage of this market and that people would spend whatever amount per month to buy their Discord. I never paid a single dime. I never will. I think it's ridiculous, but hey, props to them for making money on this market. You got to give it up to them for creating something and marketing it out there in a time where people are willing to pay the money for it. They're probably making tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, so that's good for them. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I just wanted to talk about this post. I think it's pretty interesting that they did reprint these or restock these PC ETBs of Prismatic. Didn't even know about it. Sold out seemingly pretty quickly, so it wouldn't have mattered if I even knew about it or got some notification, and I'd probably never get in the line. So let me know what you guys think about this whole thing. I didn't know it happened, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.